welcome to Come On Somebody. I'm Roy Patterson, and this is the day the Lord has made. Come on, let's rejoice. Let's be glad in it. Our guest today is a noted singer, songwriter, praise and worship leader, family man, all around good guy. It's Darius Paulk, and we're thrilled to have him on Come On Somebody. Darius, how are you?
I'm great, man. Happy to be here. Come on somebody.
We're thrilled to have you. We're thrilled to have you. All right, so you wrote a little song that's gone around the world for probably the last, 30 some odd years. That's what it feels like. Everywhere I go, somebody is singing your song.
Yes.
Nobody greater than you. How did that song come about?
I started writing songs, first of all, when I was 16. My dad started me writing songs. He noticed that I had a gift to sing. So he was like, you know what, if you're going to be a singer, I heard, he's not a aficionado of music or anything like that, but he was like, okay. I heard that you need to be a songwriter if you're going to, survive in the music industry. And it looked like that's going to be your path. So I want you to start writing songs, just try it out, just listen to the songs and, try to write them. So I started writing songs about 16, and then I moved to Atlanta for college. And I started leading worship at a church, and I noticed that we were singing the same songs every other week. We were singing the same song. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna write. I'm gonna try my hand at writing, because prior to that, I had been writing R&B music because I wanted to be an R&B singer.
Okay, got you.
So I said I'm gonna try my hand at writing. Gospel, just because I'm. That's the world that I'm in now. I'm singing in my church and all this stuff. So. I started writing, and just a lot of things that happened. I got fired from my job. My car broke down. Just a lot of stuff started happening, and I just got inspired. I was praying one day, and I was just, I was always taught that if you want to really move God, you got to gas him up, big him up, let him know how great he is, let him know how.
Let me ask you this: when it comes to writing songs, your experience sounds like a country song or a blues song. I lost my job, my car broke down, and it's funny how God will take what's difficult, and squeeze out of us blessing, and wisdom. But while we're going through it, it ain't so fun.
It really
at
all. At all.
So did that help you to write the songs?
I was, just kind of channeling all of my energy into that, because a lot of that time was, when you're going through stuff and you're trying to walk upright and live life, be good.
Right.
You're questioning God, what is going
right? What's happening?
What do I need to do right, or what do I need to do better? Because what is this? What's going on?
Right.
And that's just while you're in it. But then when you get on the other side of it, you see I needed that, I needed that pressure. I needed that impetus to kind of push me into where I needed to be. So yeah, that's how.
That's good. All right. So are you leading worship at this time, or are you just on the team?
I'm a worship leader.
Okay, wow.
Yeah, the worship leader was late one Sunday. And one of the singers, she was like, Darius, you can sing, go, you do it. And I was like, oh, okay, and I tried it out, and then I started being the worship leader. So yeah.
Wow. Okay, so you start writing songs for the team, and you got me curious now. Did the worship leader not come back, or at this point they're saying let's stick with Darius?
But we just started kind of they just added me to the rotation. So you do it first Sunday, I'll do it second Sunday, So we just started a rotation, and just started working it like that.
Okay. So when the song Nobody Greater came about, was it like a download, or was it something you had to really craft?
Like I said, I have a huge background in soul music, R&B music, specifically from the 90s. So Prince is one of my favorite artists of all time.
Okay.
So I crafted the verses for Nobody Greater off of Purple Rain. It kind of gave me a Purple Rain feel. So Yeah, it wasn't like the searched all over, couldn't find nobody part.
Yeah.
That was the download. That's what God gave, like he gave to me. Like
Yeah.
I heard it, just like, and I started singing it, and it just kind of caught fire. But then when I went back, I was like, okay, now I need to make it a song, because that wasn't really a song. It was just kind of like a declaration, really, but not a song.
Hmm.
So the verses I did craft around like Purple Rain. Um, I don't know. I might have been watching the movie, because I'll just watch it sometimes just because. So that's the Purple Rain is what inspired the verses and the bridge. Yeah.
Okay, so you take it to the church. Did it immediately catch fire, or folks like, yeah?
No, nobody greater from the first time we sang it. Everybody like caught it.
Wow.
Yeah, everybody caught it.
Wow.
And then people started. It was a lot of. It was like a worship conference or something that we introduced it, and there were a lot of worship leaders in the room, so they caught it, and then they took it to their churches and started singing it, and then that's how it kind of started spreading around, just by that one moment.
Did you ever dream that this song would go around the world the way it did?
I did not at all.
Mm.
Completely shocked. If I'm in a room now and the whole church starts singing it, I'll get a little like teary, because I'm just like, wow.
It really is amazing. It really is. Okay, so it was a weird moment. I think it was the Stellars, and Kirk Franklin is thanking another artist for the song. And at a certain point, they bring you up as the songwriter.
Mhm.
And I thought, huh, I always thought this other artist wrote that. Has there been any awkwardness? Has there been resolution? Where are you at on this? Because most people think it's somebody else's song.
Um, so the artist, I assume you're talking about Vashawn.
Right.
So, no, there was never any angst or anything like between me
Good.
and Sean. Like we were always clear on what our roles were, as it relates to Nobody Greater. So there didn't need to be a resolve or anything between Vashawn and
Good.
I. It was always good. Most times people think that the artist, just from somebody who doesn't know the business, people automatically think that the artists write the songs and they sing the songs and produce the songs. They don't really know like the all of the things that go into making a song. Like you got a songwriter, you got a arranger, you got a producer, you got just it's a whole lot of hands involved in the creative process. So yeah, we never let
I
that
love that.
thing get to us at all.
There's another song that you did, I think, for Jason Nelson. Is it So in Love? Is
Yeah.
that the song?
Mhm.
Man, that's one of my favorite songs. And when I, did a little research prior to the show, and found out you wrote that, I was amazed because I assumed he had written it because he's a great singer,
Yeah.
songwriter, preacher,
Yeah.
etc. But I've always thought that song is so different. Speaking of country
Mhm.
kind of song, um, and then to merge it into to fuse it into a gospel song. How did that song come about?
So in love, I am a very big bluegrass fan,
Wow.
country fan. I'm a fan of uh, the Lumineers. Is one of my favorite groups. I don't know if you haven't heard of them. Go look them up. They're great.
Okay, I'll look
Um,
them up.
yeah, I wrote "So in Love" during a time where I was really just trying to stretch myself as a songwriter.
Hmm.
I don't ever want to. And it might be a little arrogant of me or prideful. Or I don't know. God will get me if it is, but I don't want my stuff to sound like everybody's. I
Okay.
want my stuff to be. I want people when they hear a song to be like, that's a Darius Paulk song, like
Right.
Darius.
Right.
So yeah, I'm always looking for. I'm always listening to other genres of music, not to bite from them or anything like that, but I think that we have to for me, I have to listen. I have to listen so that I'm inspired. Um,
Hmm.
so listening to music inspires me. Listening to all types of music inspires me. I listen to Indian music, country music, rock music, metal music, like all types of music. But I'm a gospel singer and a gospel songwriter. So all of those inspirations are going to flow through me, flow through the God in me, and create something, that people appreciate.
Well, it sounds like you're really eclectic. And I think that's a blessing because I think most people are eclectic. They're not just listening to Taylor Swift or to Reba or to the Temptations or to Lamar. It's a variety. If we went on their phones, we find all kinds of music. All right. So when it comes to praise and worship, I'm curious, and I've got this question for every praise and worship leader I sit down with. When you think of having I hate to use the word set, but you have a successful, meaningful set, what does that look like for you? What does it mean? Like, man, that was really good. How you answer that?
A successful praise and worship set for me means that I'm not singing that much. I was always taught when I got into praise and worship, I was always taught that it only works when we all do it together.
Got it.
A successful praise and worship set for me is one that I am the conduit. I am leading people into the presence of God, but I'm not the main character. I am not the end all be all. I am just as much a part of this journey to God in this moment. I'm just walking in front of y'all. That's pretty much it. But
I like that.
Yeah, a successful worship set for me is one that I'm singing two or three lines, and the whole church is taking it over, and they're feeling it, and they're singing it, and they're kind of pushing it towards where we need to be. So yeah, all
right. So do you have like a favorite moment or moments where that has happened and God really moved in the midst of it? Do you whether that's at the church that you serve at now or someplace else?
There's a church here in Atlanta, Pastor Vincent Campbell, Faith Center, love them.
Yes.
They're one of those churches. Like he's the type of pastor that I think that churches like that have a culture of worship in their church that has been driven by their leader. Like their leader worships. He requires that their leaders worship. So it just kind of like spreads out through the church. It's a beautiful church, and they anytime anybody, if you're up and you're trying to get to God, they're going to take over your set.
Isn't that something?
They're going to take over your set, and especially with a song that they love and that they know, and it's kind of hit everybody. Yeah. So one of my favorite moments, always a pleasure. And I walk away inspired after worshiping with them. I don't even think that I was like, this is not even work. I needed this as much as you guys did. So Faith Center in Atlanta.
I like that. Okay, so the church you're at, is it Hope, House of Hope in Atlanta area? And one of the greatest preachers of our time, E. Dewey Smith.
Absolutely.
Hands down, he's one of the greatest preachers of our time. Do you ever get songs out of his sermon? Does that ever happen?
Yeah, Pastor Smith, like you said, one of the greatest preachers that I have ever witnessed in my entire life. Like he's just great, can stand up. TD Jakes, him and TD Jakes are my favorite preachers.
Sure.
Stand up with no notes and just go and give you all kind of history and everything. So yes, I have been inspired by a lot of his sermons. He's also a musical pastor, so that's what drew me to him when I first got to Atlanta. So yeah, I've gotten a lot of inspiration for songs, but most of the inspiration that I've gotten from Pastor Smith has just been. I'm one of those people that like to study. If I'm going to know about something, I want to know it. I want to know all the things about it. So I'm like that because of my affiliation with House of Hope and Pastor Smith being such an erudite and so learned. It just kind of inspires you to want to know more about the scripture, and all of that stuff. So I credit him for not so much for inspiring me to write songs, but to kind of dive deeper. And in that dive, I'm equipping myself for songs. All of this stuff is going into my songs, but I can't say that I've gotten a couple songs off his sermons. But
sure.
yeah, the bulk of the inspiration from Dr. Smith and House of Hope, just as a church, is that they have inspired me to want to dig deeper into just the knowledge of who God is, the Word. I don't want to just be blown by every whim or every wave that comes along.
That's good.
I want to have a anchor
Yeah.
in the Word. So that's what House of Hope. That's the Dewey effect for me.
Yes, sir. I like that. I like that a lot. All right. You got an album. I think it's the album and the song Stronger.
Strong Name.
Oh, yeah. Is it called Your Strong Name?
Yeah, Strong Name.
I love that song.
Thank you.
Yeah. I really do. I'm grateful for that. We need to remember who God is. And I preached this past Sunday talking about how God is so great. You can't just give him a name. He's I am that I am, and he's Alpha, Omega, etc. When I heard that song, I just thought, wow, more of that. Not just God's going to favor me, God's going to make my life easy, God's only going to give me lollipops, but I need to know who he is and how powerful his name is. Why is it important for you to represent God well, especially through songs like that?
I come from the South. I grew up in a Southern household.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I have just always been. My family is one of those families, like, pull your pants up, stick. I want your shirt. I want your buttons to be lined up with your belt buckle.
Yes, sir.
So very manicured in that way. My family's always my dad's side of the family's always been that way.
Yes, sir.
So I take my walk with God, I mirror it with my family. I don't want to embarrass my family, so I wouldn't want to embarrass God. There are a lot of people who are so cynical about faith and religion and God and all of the things that we do as Christians. So I wouldn't ever want one of those people to be like, I knew it. I knew church people were nasty. I knew church people were this and church people were that. So I always want to be, that example, of patience, of kindness, of, just being an all around just great person.
I like that. I do. You got a Christmas song out.
I do.
Talk about it.
Go Tell It. Go Tell It is it's kind of a spinoff of the hymn Go Tell It.
Yeah.
But I added a little my flavor in there, a little Christmas, something on there. And we came up with something that I have been calling just a call to action. It's a Christmas song, obviously, but I think that I was thinking that the pandemic and people not coming to church, that's, we're looking at it as an attack, but I think that's by God's design. I think that what God was calling us for is for us to get out and actually be witnesses of this faith that we love so much, and not just wait on people to come into the church, because we see now that that's not happening. We're not even, a lot of us that love the Lord are not even going into the building anymore. So I think Go Tell It is a call to action to every Christian in every month, not just the Christmas months, to go tell it. Tell somebody of the goodness of Jesus. People can only overcome based off of our testimonies. So we have to tell those testimonies to draw people in. So it's really just a call to action. Go tell it. Tell somebody. Yeah.
I was reading that scripture the other day, go into all the world and preach the gospel. If ever we needed to do that, especially in times like these, we really need that now. Darius, it's been great having you with us today. I hope you'll come back. Yeah, I've enjoyed the conversation. If people want to reach out to you, how can they do it?
I'm on all social media at Darius Paulk, Darius Paulk. Talk to me. I talk back. Subscribe.
Yes, sir.
Subscribe to me on YouTube, Facebook. If you can't follow me, I think I got too many friends on Facebook, so I can't add nobody else. But you can subscribe to me and talk to me. I talk back.
Okay, I love it. Hey, that's Darius Paulk, you guys. Great singer, songwriter, and as you can tell, He's a brother that's rooted and grounded in the word and wants to let his light shine. I'm Roy Patterson. Thanks for being with me. I hope you will like us. I hope you will subscribe. And I certainly hope that you will continue to walk in grace and peace. I'll see you soon.